as the rain begins to fall, and it's getting heavier. 12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship. Key factors at this point: fight, what happens when Hamed starts to land cleanly. Will the punches bounce off Robinson, who's never been stopped? He's got a good tight defence, Robinson.
Interesting here, Di Gardner, just as Robinson left the ring, saying, keep it tight, keep it tight. So they're probably expecting a very fast start from Hamed.
And he gets through Robinson. Hamed waves him in. Hamed with this flashy style of his arms down by his hips, punches coming from crazy angles. Very hard to prepare for, because you never quite know what he's going to do next. I sometimes wonder if he does. We've never seen Hamed put under pressure or in a crisis before. Can Robinson achieve that? I think maybe his battle plan here might be to try and draw Hamed's sting and then wear him down later on. Let's see.
Yes, it certainly looks that way. He's keeping very, very tight. You see the guard well protecting him. You see the guard of Hamed very open.
Robinson was even saying that he might be made to look a bit silly for the first 3 rounds missing, but he says, I'll get the job done, don't worry about that. Good right uppercut that from Hamed, and he followed it with a good left too. Robinson took that all right.
Yes, you've seen the style of Hamed, very loose. Punches come from all sorts of angles. And that uppercut, he brought it right from the floor, right up the middle. Good uppercut from Hamed.
Showboating already from Hamed. Trying to lure Robinson in, no doubt with the aim of counter-punching him, but Robinson's not buying that. He's fighting out of that high-held guard and just waiting his chances.
Yes, Robinson said he wasn't going to chase him. He was going to let Hamed come to him. He knows he's the champion. Hamed has got to take the title away from him.
Nothing very much has got through from either of them in this first round. There's a lot been hitting the gloves, the high-held gloves, particularly of the champion, Robinson. Coming up towards the end of a fascinating opening round. This is going to be cagey, nip and tuck, you feel. Live pictures here on Sky Sports as Steve Robinson defends his WBO Featherweight Championship for the 8th time against Prince Naseem Hamed. We're coming up to the second round, and 7 of Naseem's wins have come in this round. This is a round he tends to favour after a quiet opening round. Now let's see what he can make of Robinson's strategy here.
Yes, well, Robinson not doing a great deal at the moment. He's just keeping very tight. He's letting Hamed lead to him. He's obviously going to look to counter.
Hamed so far is finding it difficult to find a way through. Now Robinson will look to try and cut him off on those ropes and get through with the right hand. One of the problems Robinson might have here is getting close enough to this slippery, quicksilver, elusive young man from Sheffield. To wear him down, he's got to be landing punches. Naseem is hitting the gloves with those jabs, I can tell you, because we're only about 5 or 6 feet away from them.
Yes, he's just flicking the gloves. What he's trying to do is get Robinson to lead, to counter back, and then he's trying to look for an opening, Hamed.
Now that is just a slip. He just wrestled him over. There'll be no count for that. And the Robinson camp were a bit concerned about Hamed wrestling men to the floor. And that was not counted as a knockdown, simply a slip. It's still raining here.
Hamed very confident, standing square on there. Defence right down.
He's talking to Robinson as well. Robinson says, OK then. He's trying to goad him into coming out of that defensive shell, and he's managed to do that, I think. Now Hamed's trying to open up, and look at Robinson trying to close the range. Now Hamed's laughing. This is unbelievable.
Yes, an extraordinary fight plan from Hamed. He's really taking chances in there to try and get Robinson out of that crab-like defence.
Extraordinary arrogance and bravado from Hamed. And I know this big Welsh crowd would love to have those smiles wiped off his face. He seemed to catch Robinson with one then. He just seemed to stagger a bit when that one landed. First sign of Robinson being made to struggle by Hamed's power, that.
There's Hamed looking to bring the punches up the middle and right round the sides, trying to find an opening in that high-held guard of Robinson.
What we have here as well, Glenn, of course, is psychological warfare too, with Hamed standing in front of his man, talking to him, waving him in, doing little hip swivels. And Robinson has somehow, through all of this, just got to keep his cool and keep his game plan.
That's right, that's very important for Robinson. Again, not a great deal of scoring in that round. Hamed content to try and open Robinson up, trying to bring the guard down, but not a great deal happening. He just landed with a few better shots. Hamed inside, just a few up the middle. Robinson still hasn't been able to get to Hamed.
That's Naseem Hamed. He's won the European bantamweight title, but we're up to 9 stone here. There's that very good right uppercut. That just did rock Robinson for a moment or two.
Yes, you see, right in the middle, he really got a lot of power to that. He dipped right down underneath the guard of Robinson, then right up the middle.
Hamed, who in the build-up to this fight described Robinson as a 4th division fighter, and I could beat without training for it, he said. All part of the showmanship that comes with Naseem Hamed. Round 3, it's due to go 12, of course. Then giving the second round to Naseem after an even opening round. Robinson gets through with the right hand. Hamed just smiles, but he was caught significantly by it.
Yes, that was a better punch from Robinson. He's got to try and do that. He's got to keep his guard up. He hasn't got to be tempted into making mistakes by Hamed.
Again, the right uppercut. More than anything, Robinson just off balance that time, I feel. First World Championship fight this for Naseem Hamed. Robinson, who's been the champion for 2.5 years and made to miss by miles, really. So trying to chase a ghost at times.
Again, Hamed using that uppercut to good effect. He's looking for that punch. It's a good guard from Robinson, and Hamed's trying to bring the punches up the middle.
He's dropping the shoulders almost like a footballer, a winger preparing to go past the fullback at times. Naseem out there. Well, it's dispiriting at the moment for Robinson because all he's doing is hitting the night air. He must have thrown about 30 punches in this round and none of them have landed. Oh, and Hamed catches him with a very hurtful looking right too. Hamed's the boss at the moment, but it's early.
Yes, Hamed showing good boxing skills, nice and relaxed. And he's just bamboozling Robinson at this moment. But again, Robinson has just got to keep to his game plan, just try and apply steady pressure to Hamed. At this moment, he's not being able to get close enough to him.
You just saw what I was talking about with Hamed. He throws punches from angles other people wouldn't dream about. Now he threw a right uppercut which must have started somewhere down by his right ankle.